We've made it to week number 2 of the United Sim Football Association. Welcome back to the channel. It's a pleasure getting these games out for you once again. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. We got Hollywood Sports and Sports Universe doing their thing on the Discord side, along with our new affiliates on the basketball side. Got the Basketball Sim League, known as the World Simulation League, doing their thing on Discord as well. Be posting their link in the description, along with our hockey league, Great One Hockey Sim League, aka Goals, doing their thing on ice. We're on the gridiron, they're on the ice, and got the WSL on the hardwood. You can't be mad at that. We're getting that little universe growing for us. You love to see it, but we still got a few games to work on tonight, going into today, that you'll be actually seeing. But it's going to be Huntington Beach taking on Oklahoma City in our first matchup of the day. Huntington Beach coming off of a 60-pointer last week, and that was a pretty good shellacking there that they gave to Arizona, but got a new game here, and OKC is looking forward to upset in any means necessary. I can't wait to see how these two teams work out, along with our other 4 teams I'll be playing a little bit later. Make sure you stand by for that. Let's go ahead and check into the verdict. And as you can see, they have absolutely no faith in the team that just scored 60 points in the game before. OKC, they're leading the way in the verdict. Under 1K Sims, they're saying 81%. Danny, Joe, Dave, and James are saying that Huntington Beach doesn't have a ghost of a chance in this one, but that's crazy because the best player is obviously on Huntington Beach. I'm not sure where they're going with this. Maybe they know something that I don't. But there's only one way to figure out who's going to come out on top in this one. I got all the settings ready. All the teams are ready. It's going to be Nick Lockett versus Alphonse Zekton in the first game of week number 2. I can't wait to get this one kicked off. It's going to be a real good one. I can already feel it. Can't wait to see Action Jackson, Joseph, and the gang do their thing against our bot team that we have available for you. Going to see how they do in this one in just a little bit. Got the homies watching along in the background. Can't have them talk because still working on the double feedback issue that we had a little bit early, in the later portion of last year. But we're going to get that fixed up. Then we're going to have that 2-person commentary within our games. Give it back to that normalcy, if you will. Technically, it's kind of normal, just me, but got to have 2 people, got to get the color and the play-by-play going on. And I can't wait to see how this one takes off. And it looks like OKC will be the team to start this one off on offense. Dushlong Champ sets up for the kick. And we are underway in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And it's going to be the man Agostini on the return, taking this one up the middle, taking that to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for OKC. They're going to be starting this one off. We'll see if Huntington Beach can get the job done defensively. I know Sassafras is looking for some more interceptions like he did last week, passing it across the middle, caught by Guarino. There's going to be a solid gain of around 5 to start it off here for OKC. Huntington Beach on defense. Got a lot of playmakers in every single level of the field, on both sides of the field, so kind of interesting to see that they went for the team that doesn't quite have the talent, and he was wide open. He could have got that touchdown there if he got that catch, but the pass a little off the mark. The pressure was in Ekton's face. 3rd and 5 coming up here. Oklahoma City looking for the first down. Pressure once again, and it's caught by Agostini once again to the 40-yard line, make it to 42. And OKC is going to keep this drive moving. Solid job to start it off. Alphonse Zekton doing his thug thizzle, 2 for 3. Zekton passing it again, looking right side. It's going to be caught by Guarino, but he's not getting away from that tackle. It's going to be 2nd and 7 here. 2 minutes already down in this first quarter. It's going to be a handoff to Kaiser, and they say no to that play. Bot Tato making the stop 3rd and 9 here, and Huntington Beach has the chance to get off the field. No run game to show for it on that last one. 3 wide out set to Ekton's right. Ekton's looking. He's got a man open. Guarino's going to get that first down a little bit more past the 40. And it's going to be inside the 40 they go. OKC's moving down the field slowly but steadily and converting on those 3rd downs, keeping this drive alive as they move to the 3 wide out set again. Hand off to Kaiser, but once again that run game is stuffed. 2nd and 9 coming up here. Solid drive to start here for OKC, but can they punch it in? Ekton looking for a man, passing it left side, and it's caught by Honey. Wow, this is offense is moving. Excuse me, this offense is moving here for Oklahoma City. Taking it inside the 25. Huntington Beach does not have an answer. Ekton passing this one across the middle field and dropped. It's going to be 2nd and 10 here. Huntington Beach trying to get off the field, but OKC's finding the answer every which way. 5-minute drive up to this point. 2nd and 10 here for Ekton. Look for a man across the middle, and it's caught by Agostini right at the 10-yard line. Oklahoma City. Look at this offense rumble. 1st and 10 at the 10. See right there, 2 for 29 on the day for Alonzo Agostini. Hand off here to Kaiser, trying to turn the corner, but not quite getting it. A gain of 2 on the play. Huntington Beach, once again, looking for the stop. Oklahoma City dialing all the right plays up here. 3 wide out set, 2 running back. And it's going to be Ekton passing it right side, caught by Guarino, but nice tackle there by the defensive back. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here. Once again, Oklahoma City at a spot where they could put some points on the board. Huntington Beach looking to hold him to 3. Hand off, Kaiser turns upfield, and he's not going to get it. Stopped at the 3-yard line. Once you get inside that 5, it gets real tough to score. Huntington Beach proves true to their ways, getting the stop when they need it. OKC takes it, and Tien's going to get 3 on the board from 20 yards out. And Oklahoma City, surprisingly enough, has a lead to start this game. Huntington Beach is going to get this offense to try to take that lead with the touchdown. We'll have to see how they do in this one. Kicking it off to around the 7-yard line or so. It's going to be Giovanni Walker making the play past the 20 to around the 26-yard line or so. And here comes Nick Lockett and the gang. Action Jackson in the backfield, ready to make some plays. Going for more of a single back set with 3 wideouts to Nick Lockett's left. They'll pitch it to the left. And there goes Action Jackson already getting 10 out the gate. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for Huntington Beach. That's what that young man does. You already seen what he did last week. Over 400 yards total. And he's looking to double that here. It's going to be Lockett passing it right side. And it's Action Jackson. He's going to get another 10, but this time through the air. Nick Lockett with the nice play. 1st and 10 at midfield. Huntington Beach making this one look easy so far. Going for the jumbo formation here. Going to be another handoff to Jackson. He's going to fall forward for about 5 on the play. As long as you're getting those positive yards here, you really can't go wrong. 2nd and 5 on this one. 3 wide out set once again. So to keep it on the ground, no, they're going to try the air, trying the left side, easy catch. Joseph, 1st down. Huntington Beach, inside the 40 they go. And so far, these offenses are looking pretty nice. It's going to be up to these defenses to make the stop. So far, so good. We have ourselves a good one. Make sure you like and subscribe. Like I always say, Action Jackson says you should like and subscribe for that play right there as he falls into the end zone for the touchdown. And that's going to give them the lead just like that. Snap of a finger. I know you heard it. That's going to give them the first set of points on the day for Huntington Beach. And it gives them the lead right before the end of the first quarter. As Felix sends this one away, it's all good to go. 7-3 is your score. And so far, both offenses found a way to get some points. But can these offenses keep up the juice? That's going to be the main question here. As Huntington Beach is going to send this one away. OKC He's going to receive it from around the 2-yard line or so. Agostini back on the return game, taking it past the 15 to 20, not quite past the 25. It's going to be 1st and 10 Cyclone football. They ended the last drive with 3, but with touchdown will get that lead back just like the doctor ordered. It's going to be a handoff to Kaiser. He can't do anything about that. There goes David Koala on the tackle, pouncing on him. 2nd and 14 coming up. Handoff again to Kaiser. He makes the first man miss, and he's pretty much getting those yards back. But it's going to be a 3rd and 11 situation here for OKC. Final 3 minutes on this one. On his first quarter, it's going to be Ekton passing it again, looking for the conversion. Wide open man. They just left Guarino sitting, and there's going to be another first down play. Miscommunication on defense. All those crossing routes left one man free. That's all they needed to continue this drive. Final 2 minutes and 15 seconds of the first quarter. Keeping the ball moving. Kaiser going to find a lane. He's going to get around 10 yards on the play. And that's going to be 1st and 10 at midfield almost. OKC is not content with just letting the other team just sit idly by and pick them off and pick them apart. They're putting on some plays, putting on some work, tossing the right side. They leaving Agostini all by himself. A flag on the play as he falls forward. And that's going to be a flag on OKC. Willie Kaiser is the culprit. And you might as well forget about that touchdown. They got to go backwards. 1st and 20 coming up here. Big penalty there for OKC to take that lead away from them. But Huntington Beach, they're slipping a little bit here on this one. Passing the right side, Guarino does make the play to get some of those yards back. But this game is pretty interesting as we inch closer to the end of the first quarter. I don't think Huntington Beach can let this team slide any further than they have been. There goes the end of the first quarter right there. This game's pretty interesting just to start this one off already. 2nd and 15 here. As we flip the field, you see right there 6 for 54 on the day for Kareem. Doing his thug fizzle. Handoff Kaiser, got some room up the middle to get some yards back. 3rd and manageable here for OKC. Huntington Beach has been looking a little stagnant defensively. Without that big play, could have been a touchdown if that penalty didn't happen. Now it's Kaiser again, a juke move, but 2 HBD defenders says no to this drive, and they'll have to send it back to Huntington Beach. So far, a crazy game to start this one off. It's going to be Tien on the play, sending this one to the right side. Sorry, the left side. I can't direction apparently, but it's going to be inside the end zone for the touchback nonetheless. And here comes Nick Lockett, Action Jackson, JoJo, and the gang looking to add another touchdown to their totals. 1st and 10, going to be pitching it out the pistol, and Action Jackson's going to get around 4 on the play to set this one up. 2nd and 6. Taking the handoff and sacked. That's going to be Broshnahan on the sack right there. 3rd and 10, pretty much erasing that run on 1st down. And it's going to be a 3rd and 10 situation here, setting up a 3 wide out, 2 running back set. It's going to be Lockett passing out of this one right side. It's going to be over the head of the receiver. That's going to be a quick stop there from Oklahoma City. And still have 12 minutes in this second quarter. OKC playing some very inspiring football on both sides of the ball. Echelon Champ sends that one away to around the 30. It's going to be that man Burkle taking this one. Takes to the left and cuts back to the right before getting hit at the 40-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 OKC. Around another 30 or so yards. They'll be back in field goal range. They're looking to take advantage now with the 5 wide. Left side caught by Guarino. That's going to be a gain of 9 on the play. 2nd and 1 coming up. See right there, Alphonse Ekton playing some real good football here as they pitch it to Willie Kaiser. It's going to be another 1st down play here for Oklahoma City. Huntington Beach looking to get off the field, get their offense back on. But right now, OKC is doing what they need to do. It's going to be Ekton passing this one again. Looking deep right side and incomplete. Nicely defended by Huntington Beach. Looking for another stop to get them in a long third down situation, either that or a turnover, whichever one works for Huntington Beach. Oklahoma City is not content with this score. Passing it left side, he does have room, but no way to turn up after the catch. It's 3rd and 5 coming up here for Oklahoma City. It's going to be Kaiser and smacked. That's going to be by Tato once again making the clutch stop. Huntington Beach is heading back on offense pretty soon. It's going to be up to TN to see if they could pin them deep. Approaching the final 9 minutes of the second quarter. Watch for that clock. Did a little adjusting in regards to the player speed and the clock speed. Make it go a little bit quicker for you. Video currently at 16 minutes. So that's a good setup right there. Make sure that everything's all good to go, that we're not boring you with these long games. But you can't be bored with plays like that. Action Jackson once again out the backfield, and he just does what Action Jackson does. Only 5 carries and almost at 100 yards. This is what he does. Game in, game out. Another 6 or 7 or so. You can add another 5 to it thanks to the face mask by Krupe. A quick first down to get him to midfield. That's crazy. 8 minutes left in the second. 4 wideout set here. They got Action Jackson in the backfield. They'll pitch it to him left side. And you know what he does in open space. He gets 8+ yards every single play if you leave him alone. 2nd and 2. Faking the handoff again. Looking right side, trying to drop it in the bucket, but deflected. It's going to be 3rd and 2. And I won't be surprised if they give it to Action Jackson again. He's a first down waiting to happen. And they do go for a shotgun set through on 2 wideouts, including Jackson. They're going to fake it to him. Quick pitch right side, and they tried the comeback route on that one, but that's no good. So that's going to be another stop here from Oklahoma City. Too far out for a field goal. They have to send it back to OKC. Deshaun Champ's looking for the pin, and I think he's going to find it inside the 5 to go. Actually make that outside the 5. The 6-yard line is where OKC is going to start. 6 minutes, 41 seconds left in this first half. No low-scoring affair. You've seen in the last game, they could not find a way to not make the end zone, but right here with OKC, they're doing everything they can to make sure that they do not get into the end zone. Only 1 touchdown to show for Huntington Beach. A quick changeup from last week. Going to be 2nd and 4, 13 for 16 on this one. Going to hand off to Kaiser, and he's not going to get the first down. Hit right at the line of scrimmage. Huntington Beach has a chance to essentially get that real good field position if they could get the stop. Won't be surprised if they send the house at Ekton. They do just that, and Kaiser just jukes a man out of his shoes, but he is just a few inches shy of the first down mark. I don't know if I trust the spot on that play, but hey, the referee said that his knee hit the ground before he could advance, so that's going to be no good on the conversion. It's going to be Trey Smith on the return to around the 46-yard line or so. Huntington Beach has a chance to score before halftime. Any set of points will do. And it looks like around 20 to 25 yards will give them field goal position. Going to be a handoff on the reverse. Jackson can't stop him. I mean, well, I'm pretty sure he can't stop himself. He's doing too good. But 2 defenders tried to take him down, and they couldn't do it. That's going to be 2nd and 3 coming up here for Huntington Beach. Lockett passing out the shotgun. It's going to be Joseph with another catch on the day to the 35-yard line. A field goal from here will be around 52 yards or so. I'm sure they're looking for way more than that. 1st and 10 coming up here for Huntington Beach. Faking the handoff again. He's going to take off to run. Not quite the sack, but he'll take the gain of 3 on the carry. 2nd and 7. He said that he could run the ball too. Just give him a chance. Do some read option. You never know. You might see him running down the sideline one of these days. But the fake the handoff, he falls forward. They're going to call that a sack even though he got a yard. A little bit of a glitch on that side. They definitely need to work on that to prevent that from being a stat in the next game. But it's going to be the 2-minute warning here for Huntington Beach. And they're looking for some points. They're definitely in range of doing so. And they're going to go for the tight shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff to Jackson again. Falls forward. No, he's just going to keep on running. OKC let him slip by. And Action Jackson gets touchdown numero dos in the second half. And it's getting around that time where OKC is not finding what they need to do to get the W. They're letting the game get a little bit too crazy, but if their defense keeps holding on like this, they do have a shot. They just need to get their offense rolling like they need to do on that first drive where they got 3. Huntington Beach is starting to buckle down defensively, so they'll need to get something started, get that consistency going. I say it pretty much every game when you see a good amount of drives just not working. Just got to get those plays that's been working for you, get them in line, and try to catch the defense off guard. OKC is looking to do that right here in this drive before halftime. It's going to be the final 1 minute, 47 seconds of this half. Ekton passing this one again, looking across the middle. It's going to be Agostini right at the first down mark. He's not going to get the first down, couldn't turn upfield, but it's going to be 2nd and inches here. Final 90 seconds here. 14 for 17 on the day for Ekton. They're going to send the house. It doesn't get home. And off the hands of the receiver, it's going to be 3rd and inches here. Checking the recording clock here. 22 minutes on the dot. It's looking nice. 3rd and inches. Quick pitch right side and drops it to the tight end Klepper. That's going to move the chains, but the clock is moving pretty quickly now. It's going to need to hurry this up, call a timeout or something. Keep this clock in your hands. 50 seconds. It's going to be Ekton passing it. Quick pitch right side, and that could have been picked off. But luckily for OKC, it hits the ground pretty harmlessly, if I do say so myself. 2nd and 10 coming up. You see right there, Alphonse Ekton 15 for 20. He's been fairly accurate, but not a lot of yards to show for it. Quick pitch left side, and that pressure forced that incompletion. It's going to be 3rd and 10 coming up. Handoff Kaiser looking for the lane, not going to find it at the end of that play. It's going to be 4th and 7. Huntington Beach will call the timeout to see if they can get one of those one-hitter quitters. Right now, OKC has to send it away. Tien on the punt, and it's going to be the homie Smith on the return, taking that to the 20. And they have 25 seconds to work with and 2 timeouts. So if they could find a big play somewhere in this playbook, they could definitely end this drive with some points, especially with those timeouts in hand. Locke is going to pass out this one quick to the left side. Joseph down the sideline, just going to take that out of bounds. Doesn't quite get the first down, but it's definitely a solid play. They're definitely going to need around another 40 or so yards to get into field goal range. 5 wideouts said they're going to send the house. It doesn't get home and drops it to Joseph. Joseph gets past midfield and they call the timeout. Nice play there from Huntington Beach. This isn't enough for a field goal, however, so they may have to go ahead and drive one more, see if they can get out of bounds. Quick pitch, somehow, some way, deep pass, left side, got a man open and deflected. Tried to Hail Mary, no dice. That was a nice play for the attempt. But that's going to be 14-3 ball game in this one. Surprisingly, OKC has held them under 20 points. Alphonse Ekton had essentially the most accurate game I've seen from him in quite some time. 15 for 21, 134 yards. Nick Lockett, once again, you don't got to pass the ball too much if you have a guy like Action Jackson behind you. 5 for 9 so far in the accuracy side of things. 68 yards only. Joseph is the main man on the receiving side for Huntington Beach. You've seen him on that last play before the Hail Mary. 4 for 56 on the day so far. Only 10 attempts here for Action Jackson, 121 yards for him, along with with one catch here. I see 1 for 12. 2 touchdowns already on the day. He's definitely been the X factor as I expected. Also see Giovanni Walker. He had a drop. He had a couple targets, but has not quite got juice done. Been on defense a little bit for Huntington Beach, so Sassafras is already over 8 tackles. Already at 8 tackles. Jimmy Johnson with 6. Trey Smith with 4, and Billy Bob Booker Thompson BBBT with 3. So he's doing his thing as well. Going into the team stats at the current moment. Wow, only 22 total plays here for Huntington Beach. Did not expect that, but when you think about the big plays, you kind of have to put that into account right there. OKC currently with the lead in regards to the plays, but that really hasn't helped them in the scoreboard. Pretty even on the total yard side as well, as you can see. Couple sacks here for Huntington Beach doing their thug thizzle. For Oklahoma City doing their thug thizzle. But outside of that, we could go ahead and go into the second half. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Like I always say, got plenty of room coming up. And if we keep on growing with the amount of players we have, we're going to have another team for the CSFA coming pretty soon. So make sure you stand by for that. I can't wait to see who's going to be the next addition to our collegiate league. And we always have room for new players coming in. So make sure you come in, make a couple of players, one on offense / special teams, and one on defense. So go ahead and do your thing. Hit us up. Head to the link down below and get on the field. Action Jackson starting out the second half with obviously a big game. That is what he does on a game-to-game basis. You see right there, 10 carries, 135 yards on the day. And they're going to pitch it to him again, but he's getting stuffed that time. There goes, I forgot his first name, but his last name is Montalto. I say it every day when OKC plays. He's making something. Him, Broshnahan, they're the top 2 dogs here on this defense for OKC. Action Jackson getting those yards back like he normally does. 3rd and 2 coming up, and I won't be surprised if we see another run play here for the MVP hopeful. 3rd and 2, another handoff. Jackson falls forward, and he's going to get that first down. He's just going to truck through a few defenders. He said, I got this, not you. 1st and 10, and Huntington Beach is inside OKC territory with those last couple of plays. It's going to be another handoff here, and he's getting stuffed again. There goes Radcliffe on the play. 2nd and 11 coming up here. Do love Oklahoma City's jersey set. They have like the black and gray, they have the white and green, they have the white and black. They have too many different colors. That's why never mind. Nickel wide up, nice touchdown there from Huntington Beach. Just as I was trying to give OKC some praise, Huntington Beach told me to shut up. Okay, that's cool with me. 20-3 is the score pending the extra points. That was a good job there by Nick Lockett finding the open man. And OKC just does not have the talent to compete with this team. So much for that prediction in the beginning. I was thinking it was going to be something a little crazy, even though it did start out like they were going to be contending, but just not enough offense all around to contend with this team. Agostini taking this one up the field, and that's going to take to around the 19-yard line, 18. You see in the last game for OKC, they lost to St. Louis 27-6, I believe, and they have yet to hit the end zone quite yet. They did get into the end zone that one play, but it was taken away via the penalty. So OKC still looking for their official first touchdown of season 3, but they still have another half or so to do it. Perhaps if Huntington Beach keeps on the score and you can find one in the way of what's the word I'm looking for, and that's almost picked off. But maybe they could get one in regards to garbage time. You never know. Huntington Beach is normally one of those teams that when they have a lead late, they don't drop it. unless that team may be Tacoma. But hey, you never know what happens this year. Pass left side, Kaiser getting that first down right there. Ekton once again, he's been in his bag on the accuracy end. Just got to see if he could get his playmakers to get down the field. See if they can find one of those plays that get their playmakers open, like Agostino. Quick pitch right side. Guarino with another catch on the day is going to be 1st and 10 coming up here for OKC.
Green 46.
Ekton passing it. They're sending the blitz. It doesn't get home, but the pass is inaccurate. 2nd and 10 coming up here for OKC. Huntington Beach looking to get off the field defensively. So far, they've been doing their thing. Huntington Beach has not allowed a touchdown, just like we said before. Ekton passing it again, looking left side. The comeback route does work, but they're a little shy of the first down marker. It does give them a chance for the first down. Won't be surprised if they give it to Kaiser on this one, right up the middle. They're going to try to reverse, and Kaiser smacked in the backfield. There goes Tom on the play. A nice job there by the linebacker slash defensive lineman. It's going to send this ball back to Huntington Beach. No dice on this drive outside of those couple big plays. And they're going to punt this one. This one looks beautiful. I'm not going to lie to you. Inside the 10 they go. Mark it at the 5. And Huntington Beach has to drive a good long way. And usually this is around the time where they give it to Action Jackson, just let him do a Thug Fizzle. I've been saying Thug Fizzle a lot today, but we're just going to roll with it, pitching it left side, and that's going to be what I believe is a drop. I could not quite see from that angle, but there was a defender in the area. 2nd and 10. Pitch right side. And Action Jackson's hitting the backfield for the loss. There goes that Broshnahan. I tried to tell you, that man's a beast. You got to watch out for him when you play against OKC. 3rd and 11 here, and they're going to go 5 wide. Maybe looking for that heavy hitter play. They're going to try left side. Yosef Joseph makes the catch, but he's not going anywhere. They're going to have to send it back to OKC after that one. Nice job defensively from Oklahoma City, and now they'll be rewarded with some real good field position. See how far Felix can send it down the field. He does get it past midfield, but OKC should start inside HBB territory, pretty close to it, right at midfield. Ekton faking the handoff, not quite getting sacked. And that could have been pick 6 if that defender caught it. But no dice on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Passing the left side. Caught by Klepper. He's going to juke out of bounds to conserve some clock. But it looks like the clock did not stop. It looked like it was probably pushed out. 3rd and 5 here for Oklahoma City. Ekton hand off to Kaiser, and he smacked again in the backfield. David Koala says hi, and it's going to be 4th and 9 here. Oklahoma City will once again look for the pin. It's going to be a field position battle on this current mode right now, but they'll have to back up. Jesse Hunt is the person that making the penalty, and I believe he had a penalty last week similar to this, where they were close to midfield, and they had to back up due to penalty. So let's see how they fare with the extra room. Should give them a lot extra wiggle room to pin them deep in their own territory. But it looks like he shanked it just a little bit. Could not quite get it to where he wanted to. And that's going to be down at the 31-yard line for Huntington Beach. 4 minutes and 16 seconds here left in the 3rd quarter. And I think one more touchdown could potentially wrap it up in regards to make sure this game doesn't get anywhere near close to OKC contending. But that's a nice gain right there by Action Jackson, setting up 2nd and 2. Action Jackson, 16 carries, 153 yards. A lot harder, actually, what's the word I'm looking for? Not as crazy as we seen last week. Fusaro makes the tackle even though he fell forward for a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 1 here. Going to try to hand off again. Yes, they do. Action Jackson has room, and who's going to touch that man? Touchdown once again. Huntington Beach is on the board, and they're closing in on 30 points after that play. Action Jackson is on his 8th touchdown on the season in 2 games, and that's just ridiculous. We'll still have another quarter and some change left in this one, so perhaps he could get a couple more. He could break his record. I believe his record was 5 touchdowns, but someone could correct me on that one. I just have to double check the stats. So far, that man is just a beast. That's all I got to say about that. Sending it away to Agostini to around the 3-yard line. Here he goes to the left, cuts back to the right, makes the first man miss before getting hit at the 22-yard line. Here comes Oklahoma City once again, trying to get some sort of momentum. Outside of that first drive where they got 3 points, it hasn't looked too pretty. Give it to Kaiser up the middle. He's going to juke forward, and he's going to get 10 yards at the end of that play. So here comes Oklahoma City once again, trying to move up the field. They're able to get maybe 1 or 2 first downs, but they kind of sputter. They need to get that juice all around. They tried to run up the middle again, but Koala once again says hi. And that's a nice tackle there right at the line of scrimmage. He's going to set up 2nd and 10. Ekton passing it again. Looking middle of the field, and if he threw that a little bit higher, that could have been an easy interception. But it hits the ground, and it's going to be 3rd and 10. Once again, OKC finds a way to get a solid drive to get started. But can they continue it? That's the question that they have to ask all game long. Ekton passing it right side, and could have been intercepted in double coverage. They're going to let that penalty fly, and they're going to go ahead and decline it. 4th and 10 coming up. Huntington Beach is getting this ball back. Huntington Beach moving closer to their 2nd win of the season. We'll be talking about the other 2 games we have coming up next in just a little bit. As they send it to the right side with that punt, Trey Smith, the return man, past the 30 he gets. And he's going to get hit around the 32-yard line. Huntington Beach is back on the field. They had that long touchdown run once again by Action Jackson, who otherwise has been, I can't even say he's been shut down, but in comparison to last week, yeah, you could kind of say that. Still has 3 touchdowns on the day, but we kind of expecting them to at least get over 200 yards by halftime, not just now. So we'll see what Locke could do hit as he throws, but it doesn't matter. Joseph comes down with it. He said, screw it. Joe is down there somewhere, and he's going to take it inside the 45 with that play as we end the 3rd quarter. I would say put some fours in the chat. Don't think we'll really need it this time around, but we'll double check in the games after this one if we could change that narrative. A 4 wide out set to start the 4th, along with the tight end passing it left side over the head of the receiver. And that's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Lockett passing this one. Looking left side, it's going to be incomplete. It looked like it was a pretty good pass there. Should have been hauled in, but it's going to be 3rd down coming up here. And they're looking for the conversion. You see right there, Nick Lockett only throwing 15 passes up to this point. But like I always say, when you have a back like Action Jackson who needs to throw 30-plus times, 4th and 7 after that play, not enough for the first. And Oklahoma City's getting this ball back pretty soon. Felix Echelon champs with the punt, looking for another pin. There he is right here. It looks like it is going out of bounds inside the 10. You can probably mark him at the 7. No, they'll say the 6. They said no mercy there for OKC. They have to drive the long field here to get some points. And at this point, they could use anything. 1st and 10. 3 wide offset to Ekton's left. They're going to run to the right. And Kaiser does get a nice burst there for a gain of 6. Willie Kaiser is definitely one of the bright spots here for Oklahoma City, even though the stats really don't reflect it. 50 total yards on the day. Give credit to Huntington Beach on their defensive side to make sure that he doesn't get loose. 3rd and 2 coming up here.
Set height.
Handoff again, right side. He's going to fall forward, and he's going to get the first down, keeping the drive moving. And once again, they're good for maybe 1 or 2 first downs, but the best teams, as we can see, have the ability to get those big gains and continue drives with first downs. They got to keep it going, as Ekton has all the pressure in the world, and it's going to be Agostini pulling it out of the hat inside the 45. They go with the big play, and that's going to move the chains. Good job there from Ekton, taking the pressure and trusting his number 1 receiver. Hand it off Kaiser again. He's going to get to around the 40 on that play after a gain of 3. Got to appreciate the heart that OKC shows every single game. They don't have the greatest talent around them, but when it's game time, they can make some serious moves. Kaiser hitting the backfield again. Koala is having himself a great game so far, and that's one reason why I moved it to the 15-minute quarters. We got to see some more defensive plays out here. 10 minutes is just not enough, in my opinion. And I think a lot of defenders are going to be thanking me for their stat lines going forward as Kaiser takes this inside the 25. And that's going to be the last 10 minutes of this ball game. They are in field goal range to try their best to get some points. I did call the garbage time touchdown or some sort of points there. Faking the handoff is Ekton, staying in the pocket and a little bit over the head of the receiver. That's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking at the game clock here, 41 and a half minutes on the recording, looking nice as I want to see. Right side open, caught by Honey down at the 5. Nice job there by Ekton. Probably could have had a much more of a bullet pass to get it to him quicker. Maybe give him a chance to actually make some moves there, but I'm sure he's not mad at the result. They're in striking distance now. Quick pitch left side, pass just a little behind the receiver, could not adjust to it. It's going to be 2nd and goal here. And like I always say, once it gets to the 5-yard line, very, very tough to get into the end zone. The plays are kind of hard to hit when there's a lot of room there, but Kaiser's going to try his best. He's going to get to that dreaded 3-yard line. Every single time I see a team get to the 3-yard line, my mind kind of focuses more on the field goal because it's so hard to punch it in. It's going to be a 4 wide out set. They're going to try to run, and as you can see, another stop there by Tato. Nice job there on the defense for Huntington Beach, looking similar to that first drive that we seen from OKC. It's going to be no good there on that drive. A 12-play drive will result in 3 more points, and they match their season high that they received last week. It's going to be 28-6 being the score, down 22 points, so they'll need a good amount of touchdowns and perhaps some 2-point conversions to go along with it. Going to be sending it back to Huntington Beach for the final 7 minutes of this ball game. Giovanni Walker taking that one up to the 26-yard line. And once again, shout out to all the homies doing their thing. I already talked about the Discord affiliates, and along with our Sim League affiliates. Make sure you show some love to them. Nick Lockett had to throw that one away, and that probably could have been an intentional grounding, but they decided not to call it. 2nd and 10. 9 for 17 on the day. Not as efficient, but he definitely hasn't thrown an interception up to this point, so you can't be too mad at it, but that's going to make it 9 for 18. So back to 50% he goes. 3rd and 10 coming up, and it's going to be a long 3rd down here. Looking for the conversion, 4 wide out set, and Locke is passing this one. Looking middle of the field, he's got his man Jojo down to the 45-yard line. Moving chains here for Huntington Beach. Let me know how the game looks in the chat. I'm still looking to find ways to put some some overlays and such, along with the sports ticker to go over the stats of all the players and everything like that. I gotta figure out how to do all that stuff. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna find my way to make this a much more pleasurable stream and video for you guys. So we're going to be learning as we move along. Brosh in the hand with the tackle behind the line of scrimmage on what I believe is his 20th carry, Action Jackson's 20th carry, and that is looking good as well. Just got to double check the statistics for the team stats, but I'm thinking that's exactly what I want to do, get it around this side. maybe I can tweak just a little bit for the next week so I can keep it around 115 to 130 plays in a specific game. That's pretty much the average for an NFL game. So if we can keep it around that side, I won't be mad at it. And I'm sure Huntington Beach isn't mad at that punt right there, right inside the 5, and actually right at that dreaded 3-yard line on the other side of the field. KC has to drive down the field if they want to get this in. That's going to be a safety. Never mind. Huntington Beach says no, and look at David Koala having himself a day. A lot of tackles for loss, and he got his team 2 points on the board as well. 30-6 the score at the current moment. And OKC is going to have to send it back to Huntington Beach, see if they could get some more points. Giovanni Walker taking that to around the 35-yard line. Here comes Huntington Beach once again on offense. Not the greatest offensive scoring game that they've had against OKC, but honestly, I don't think they could be too mad at it as Action Jackson just takes it to midfield without too much thought. 1st and 10 coming up here. 234 on the day on 21 carries. So obviously another 10 yards per carry on the day. Fusaro says no to that play. Got to back it up a little bit just to back it up. Beep, beep, beep. 2nd and 13. Nick Lockett look for another pass play. Wide open man, but not that wide open. It's going to be 3rd and 13 here. Looking to get past that yellow marker on the screen. You see right there, right below the 40-yard line. And they're going to go for the jumbo set. Won't be surprised if it's another run play. Just give it to your best playmaker and hope for the best. And he gets back to midfield, and that's about it. So after the conversion, after the kick of the safety punt, they'll give the ball back to Oklahoma City for the final 2 minutes of this ball game, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. And right now, looking at the play clock on the game, 47 minutes, 47 minutes on the total video clock. That's about as good as I can ask for. Real efficient gameplay in regards to time. Becton passing this one, looking middle of the field. He's going to find his tight end Klepper there at the 30-yard line for the first down. And OKC calls timeout number 1. See if they could find their way to get down the field for another set of points. Now, I don't think they'll be going for a field goal, so if they don't get the touchdown here, they're going to match their season high. Passing the left side, Klepper with another catch this drive. 2nd and 7 coming up. Passing it, quick left side, and once again, if that pass was just a little bit higher, it could have been going the other way. Trust and believe me, I think that was Sassafras lurking, but could not quite get that interception there. 24 for 39, and I think that's around the area where I want to keep the pass plays too, if there was to go for more of a passing game. Instead of having like those 50s and 60s, that's not too realistic. So we're going to keep it moving here. 1st and 10 after the conversion. 4 wideout set here for Oklahoma City. Looking for some more plays. Ekton passing it right side. Is going to be over the head of the receiver. Could not quite tell if his hands touched it, but if it did, you got to make sure you haul those passes in. Protect your quarterback stats. Protect your team from giving it back to the other side, as this could be their final drive of the game. Ekton quick pitch left side. Once again, incomplete. And that's going to be 3rd down and 10. Ekton looking for a man. They're sending the blitz in. He has to throw that one away. The offensive line held as much as it could, but there was no one open on that one. 4th down and 10. The final 90 seconds of this ball game. Huntington Beach looking to close this one out. Ekton passing again, looking left side, and that pass was just not going to work out for them in their favor. 1st and 10, Huntington Beach after the turnover on downs. And here comes Action Jackson. Got to expect some run plays up to this point. And they're going to do just that. Action Jackson not getting the big gain that he wanted, but he does get 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looks like he's falling a little shy under 10 yards of carry. He's going to pitch to Jackson. He's going to get another 2 or so. Oklahoma City has no timeouts, so I think they're going to let it run for one more play, and that should do it. Depending on how far they go. Let the clock down. Once again, solid job all around from Huntington Beach. In this one, they're going to go ahead and kneel it. 8 seconds left. Well, actually, I take that back. 8 seconds under the 40 that they need to get, but that should wrap this one up. I don't think they will be punting this one away. They want to say, hey, let's try, see if we get another fumble. They get it done. No, they will not. They're going to let the clock run. Final score is 30-6 in favor of Huntington Beach. Going to check out these statistics right here. Once again, Nick Lockett don't got to pass the ball a lot if you got a man like Action Jackson in your backfield, in your stable. But up to that point, he was decently enough accurate, I'd say. Probably no interceptions on either side for what I'm seeing, but Nick Lockett does have the sole passing touchdown on the day. Alphonse Zecton, 25 for 44, 269 on the yard side of things. And let's go ahead and check into these statistics really fast. Going into the team leader section, Action Jackson ends the day 9.6 yards per carry, 25 carries, 241 yards, and 3 TDs. Not quite the 5 touchdowns that we seen last week, but solid job overall. As best they could for Oklahoma City to at least hold them under 5 touchdowns. Let's see here. On the receiving side, Joseph, 7 catches, 95 yards, no TDs, but had some real big plays in there. As you can see, Action Jackson had 1 for 12. We're going to check into the rest of the receiving stats in a little bit. Jimmy Johnson ended the day with 11 tackles. Sassafras led the way with 11 as well. David Koala with the safety, 4 tackles for loss, a sack. Real big game there by David Koala. Shout out to the homie MM Flex doing his thing. Billy Bob Booker Thompson with 7 tackles. And Mr. Tato with 5. I believe that's a bot right there, so nothing too crazy on his side. Going into the total plays here. Close to about 120. Actually, a little bit over 120. Solid job on that. That's looking good. 398 to 310. Pretty even on the total yard side of things. Oklahoma City led the way with 3 sacks, but it didn't really amount to much with Huntington Beach's sole sack, taking them down for 2 points. So would you take the 3 sacks that don't get you the points, or would you take the 1 sack that does get you points? Kind of depends on how you look at it. It really depends. Going into the player stats, going to check into the receiving side of things here for Huntington Beach. Nick Wideoff had that 1 big touchdown pass, 47 yards. Good job. Orange Rhymes had 1 for 3, and not too much else. Frederick Kaiser had a target, but he dropped his only chance. Got to make sure that you get the hands on the football. And as you can see right there, 5 drops there by the receivers, and that could have helped out that completion percentage there. If you see right there, it could have been 15 for 21 if they was to haul those in. So real bit bad day for the percentage, and that could have helped the case. Going into the defensive side, I already talked about these 4 guys, so we're going to move a little bit further. Dexter Jackson had 4 tackles on the day. Trey Smith had 4 tackles on the day. Going into Don Fletcher, he had 2. And just checking to see if there's any other user players. I think that's it. Going into the kicking side, just see how Felix did. 4 extra points, 4 extra points made. And Deshaun Champs had 6 punts, had 1 in the 20, average 24.8. Got to get that up. But nothing wrong with that. Can't be too mad. So we're going to go ahead and move into game numero dos. I can't wait for this one as well. It's going to be Charlotte taking on Tacoma in our second game of week number 2. Game number 5 total of the season. Can't wait to see how this one gets started. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up and move into this one. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in about a couple hours for the next game. I'll see you then.